What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Jasmine, and today we're going to continue the series of doing the makeup collection. And basically I show you guys an item in my makeup collection. Like this week we are going to be doing blushes, and then I rank them from which ones are my favorite to which ones are not my as favorites. Today, like I said, we are going to be going through my blush collection. Just because I don't have a super big collection of blushes, I'm just going to mix the cream and basically the cream and powder blushes together. I'm going to mix them all together in this one video for you guys, just because like I said, I don't really have a lot of them. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the cream blushes. Funny thing about me is I used to not be so much of a blush girly. So when I first started doing my makeup, I literally would wear zero freaking blush. And now y'all see me being like wearing a whole lot of blush. Maybe I'll regret it in a couple years. I'll look back and be like, girl, what is you doing with all that blush on your face? But yeah, so I don't know. Comment below, were you once like me that you literally didn't like to wear any blush and now all of a sudden you love wearing blush? So yeah, it is what it is. The first cream product in my collection, this is kind of dirty. Sorry, it's a little gross. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglo Makeup Stick, and this is a blush in the color Floral Majority. And sorry guys, today I do not have my monitor. I'm just going off of my camera, so hopefully things are in frame. But as always, an image will be up here for you guys. But this is a cream product from Wet n Wild. It's mainly a stick. Let me show you guys. So it's pretty pigmented. I did about 2 or 3 swatches on this. As you can see, it is pretty pigmented. I do like that it is very creamy. However, I will say that when I apply this on the face, I feel like it has a very different, how do I say it? Like the pigmentation is not the same on my skin as it is like when I rub it like this. So what I need to try to do is maybe putting it on my hand and then applying it with the brush that way. Cause I feel like when I apply this like this, it kind of moves around a little bit my foundation. So I don't really like that, but it is a very beautiful color. And I do like that it's affordable, but I feel like these kind of like cream stick products like this are not my favorite when it comes to blushes. The next one is actually from e.l.f. and this is the e.l.f. Putty blush, and this is in the shade Turks and Caicos. So this is what it looks like on the outside. And then let me show you guys the color on the inside. And this is a gorgeous, let me see if I can swatch this for you guys. Okay, this is after 2 or 3 swatches. So this is a little bit more, it's the second one right here. This is a little bit more on the sheer side. However, I will say, so I don't know how normally people apply this. When I first bought this, I was applying this, I was grabbing my brush and then doing it that way. And it was nice, but it wasn't giving that much of a color. I would say what I would recommend is I usually scoop this out with a little spatula, put it on the back of my hand and then mix it here and then apply it to my face. That looks a lot nicer. I will say I like that this is very affordable. It's a cream product, but it's not super pigmented compared to some of my other cream products. So it's not one of my favorites. I'm definitely gonna use it up, but I don't think I'm gonna continue to use it. And now that I'm looking at this, I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere lost in my makeup collection drawer, in my makeup drawers, but I do have a shimmery one as well. I think I like that one a little bit better than this one because this one kind of looks, I don't know if you guys can notice it, but it kind of looks a little bit chalky. So I don't really love that part about it as much. But I feel like it looks a lot chalkier on my hand right here compared to how it wears on the skin. I feel like it wears on the skin a little bit more nicely. Then we have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Blush, and this is in the shade Rose You Slay. And this is an e.l.f. product, so I love that it's affordable. I don't love the fact, y'all know how I feel about these little cotton applicators. I really don't like that. People say that this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury ones. I have no idea, the blush wands, because I've never tried that. However, I will say, look at the pigmentation on this. This is the third one. It is a very shimmery, pink rosy. So it's definitely gonna give you a lot of shimmer. However, I absolutely love this. I will say that it does sometimes emphasize texture on your face because of the extra shimmer. I actually really love wearing this. I love wearing this whenever I'm wearing my skin tint. I put this over and it just creates a nice almost sun-kissed, very I don't know, when it wears on the skin, it looks really pretty. I don't know how to, it almost gives you a nice little, you know when you're those little girls that have natural pink cheeks, it almost kind of gives that vibe. So I really love this because it just kind of gives that sunny glow, really pink vibe. So I actually really like this. The next product is another e.l.f. product. This is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush, and this is in the shade Coral Crush. I'm actually wearing this one on my face today. I don't have too much of it on because a little goes a long way. So I do absolutely love that this is affordable. This is so pigmented, guys. Like, look at this, like super pigmented. This is a very like corally color. So let me just show you like when I blend it out. Obviously when you blend it out, it will diffuse a little bit more, but it is still very pigmented. I absolutely love this. This is the only shade I have so far, but a little goes a long way. So honestly, I honestly have to put like just a small dab, because if I put too much, it would just look too crazy. It's like too red for me, but absolutely love this. Great product, very high pigmented, easy to work with, easy to blend. Love this. And the last cream product that I have is this Juvia's Place, and this is in the shade Soft Tulip. This is actually one of the blushes that is more recent to my collection, and this is so pigmented as well, guys. A little bit of this goes a long way. So as you can see, this is the shade in the last, and let me just kind of blend it out for you guys so you guys can see. So even after blending this out, look at how pigmented that is. It is super pigmented. Like literally you just need a tiny bit of it, because if you just put a lot, you're going to be looking really like a lot of pinkness, a lot of blush. But I love this. It's just a really beautiful shade of color. It's like almost a little bit more of like a hotter pink, but it still has like I don't know how to explain it. It's not like a bubblegum pink, but it's very beautiful. I do know they have some that are kind of like blush highlighters that I think are going to be more on this side. I definitely want to try these, but super beautiful, wears beautifully, and it just looks so great. Okay, let me clean my hand so that if I want to swatch some of the powders, I can show you guys. But I think if I want to swatch some of the powders, I'm gonna have to do it on the other hand, because look at this is what I'm telling you guys. This is how pigmented the Juvia's and the e.l.f. one is. It like will not come off of my hand. So I think I'm gonna have to use the other, like I'm just telling you guys, the other hand. But let's go ahead and move on to the powder blushes. So this is a little bit of a trio, but this is the Wet n Wild Let's Play Together. This was the limited edition like Sesame Street palette. But this one has a highlighter and then 2 blushes. So this is what it looks like on the outside. I think I bought this at like TJ Maxx or something like that, but these are the shades. So like I was telling you guys, I do like Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is actually one of my favorite, like one of my top favorite brands from the drugstore, but I didn't really love these. I'm speaking specifically about the blushes. I just feel like they were a bit too chalky and they just didn't look great. Like they came off chalky when you swatch them and chalky when you put them on the skin, and they're not super pigmented. So honestly, I just wasn't the biggest fan of these. The next product is the NARS, and this is the Orgasm X, and this is what it looks like. And then this is the color. Okay, this is honestly the most beautiful, like coral pink color. It is super pigmented. I think this is honestly an OG like favorite from like beauty influencers, but it's so beautiful. Honestly, it took me so long to try this. It's honestly very buildable, but like after like 3 swatches, look at how beautiful that is. It's like a nice coral color, but it's not overwhelming, and it gives you a nice amount of like shimmer and glow. Absolutely love this. I just really like this color. And honestly, I feel like it took me a long time to actually try this, because before I felt like people were raving about this a lot and I just hadn't gotten my hands on it, and then I finally got my hands on it and now I'm like, damn, like I understand what the rave is about. Then the next product we have is the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. And this is in the shade Rosey Rosewood, so it looks like this. I actually got this because I heard a lot of hype on TikTok about it, and this is Essence. I do actually love the brand Essence as well. This is honestly the first baked blush that I have in my collection, but it is a little bit more on the softer side compared to some of my other blushes. Like, let me swatch this about 3 times, just so it's like a fair comparison. Okay, so it's the second one there. I feel like it's not bad. This is nice if you like more of like a subtle blush color and you don't want something super overwhelming. However, I don't feel like the pigment is anything super crazy. I don't feel like it's anything very special. I feel like there's other blushes that I prefer a lot more, but it's not bad. I feel like this is great for any girlies that want a hint of color, but they don't want something that's going to give them a lot of pigment. That's perfect for this. Then the next one, this is actually pretty old and I still have this in my collection, but you know those things where you're like, the makeup don't expire until I finish it. I'm kind of like that. Like, I know that's probably not good, but the makeup expires when I literally hit pan on it. But anyways, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a blush trio in Pool Party. It has the shades Blank, Pageant, and Cash. Looks like that. And I don't know if you can still get this in store, to be honest. This is honestly one of my first, like, I think like blush palettes, and I absolutely used to love this just because I felt like it had all of the blush colors that I needed. This I felt like was perfect because it just gave me a few shades if I ever wanted to play around. I actually do like these. I feel like they are pretty pigmented, and I like the fact that it's just a cute little trio and that I can, you know, play around. I love this shade right here. The shade is, I believe, Blank. This one's a little bit more of a bubblegum pink. It's a little bit, I don't reach for a bubblegum pink as much. I'm more of like a coral or of like a mauve type of blush person, but these are beautiful. And last but not least, the last palette or the last blush I have is the One Size Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio in the shades Fat Ass, and it has the shades Twerkalicious, Rosebud, and BBL. Honestly, love those names from One Size, so creative. But anyways, this is what the blush trio looks like. And I love the fact that this has a cream. Don't mind me, my cream looks kind of messy, but has a cream, then it has the blush, and then it has almost like a blush topper. Absolutely, absolutely love this. If you're looking for blushes, this is great because I feel like even though it's high end, I feel like it's pretty affordable for the three blushes that you're getting, the quality that you're getting. And I love the fact that you get a cream and then you get two other blushes, and you get more of like a matte one and then you get a shimmery one. So absolutely love it. The pigment is really there. The cream is very pigmented. So I would say, once again, use a little and then kind of build up if you want more. And then the other two, definitely make sure you tap your blush brush out because they are super, super pigmented, but they are absolutely beautiful. I love it. And the packaging is just gorge. So yeah, guys, those are all the blushes that I have. I'm going to go ahead and rate first the cream blushes that I have, and I'm gonna rate them in the order of which one I think is the worst and to which one is the best in my collection. Okay, so I have 5 cream blushes. In the 5th spot, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Wet n Wild Mega Glow blush just because, like I said, I feel like it kind of creates some patchiness on the skin, and that's not really my favorite. It kind of moves the foundation around. Then in the 4th spot, I'm gonna put the e.l.f. Putty blush in the color Turks and Caicos. I'm putting this in the 4th spot because I don't feel like it's super pigmented. It's definitely a little bit more on the sheerer side, so I don't really love that. In the 3rd spot, I'm gonna put the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand blush in the shade Rose You Slay. I am putting this in the 3rd because I actually really, really love this. I think it creates a really nice glow to the face while still giving you that like sun-kissed like pink look. However, I do feel like sometimes it can emphasize texture. In the 2nd spot, I'm gonna put the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Coral Plush. Absolutely love this. Feel like it is great quality, easy to blend, super pigmented. Just love, love, love. If you're looking for a good affordable blush, cream blush, definitely try this one. And last but not least, in the 1st place, I'm gonna put the Juvia's Place Soft Tulip blush because this is so freaking good. This is super pigmented. It's actually pretty affordable. You can find these at Ulta. You get a lot of product and they have a really big shade range, so would definitely recommend these. And then for the powders, I'm gonna go ahead and rate my powder blush collection. In the 5th place, I'm gonna put the Wet n Wild Limited Edition Let's Play Together like little blush highlighter palette, just because I feel like these, like I said, are very chalky and I don't really like that in blushes. In the 4th spot, I'm going to put the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush in the shade Rosy Rosewood because I don't feel like it's super pigmented. It's more, gives you a little bit more of a sheer coverage. So if you like more of like a sheen blush, then this would be a good fit for you. In the 3rd spot, I'm gonna put the Anastasia Blush Trio Pool Party with the shades Blank, Pageant, and Cash. I'm gonna put this in the 3rd spot because it is good. I feel like you get 3 shades. However, I have some other ones in my collection that I love a little bit more. In the 2nd spot, I'm gonna put the NARS Orgasm X, and I'm gonna put this in the 2nd spot because this is a beautiful, beautiful blush, super pigmented. It's going to give you that nice like coral glow, but it's just a really like gorgeous like summer color to wear, so absolutely love this. And in the 1st spot, I'm gonna put the One Size Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio in Fat Ass, just because this is honestly super pigmented. You're not only getting 2 powder blushes, but you're also getting a cream blush. So I feel like you're honestly getting 3 products in one, and this is absolutely gorgeous, super pigmented. It's just going to blend really smoothly out. Love, love, love. This would definitely recommend. So yeah, guys, those are all the blushes that I have in my collection. Go ahead and comment below what are your favorite like cream, liquid, and powder blushes that you absolutely love. I'm always looking to try new makeup out, so I would really love to try some of your guys' favorites. And don't forget guys, if you guys like videos like these, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button to help your girl out get to her 300 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye guys.